What's up, y'all? A lot can happen in a year, man. Welcome to another edition of the Jalen Freaking Hurts podcast with your boy Cool Cat Connor. Yeah, as you can see, my boy ain't wearing no patch this time around because 6 days away from him no longer being reign defending undisputed. Oh boy. Here on this podcast, we talk 95% of Jalen Freaking Hurts, which is a hint of Philadelphia Eagles.
Acknowledge me!
Cool Cat Connor. First, I'm not changing that. That's staying on there. But I also acknowledge Jalen Freaking Hurts as my franchise quarterback.
Acknowledge me!
Jalen Hurts. Let's see if he can get something going. There's Hurts. He's back. Fires. Touchdown! They really came out on fire. Hurts.
He is in such control.
Hurts. What a fight by Jalen Hurts! Beautiful throw by Hurts. 3 rushing touchdowns. Give me a little more of that. Boy, that hurts. Boy, did he make magic happen.
Jalen Hurts, number one.
That really, really hurts.
What up, David? So let's go on and let's tell the truth, which is going to hurt some of y'all. And the truth is, a lot can happen in a year. A lot can happen in a year. Because a year ago, we was getting ready for the Super Bowl. A year ago, we was getting ready to beat the holy snot out of Patrick Mahomes. A year ago. Right? A year ago. We was getting ready to do this. Hoist a Lombardi trophy and bring it to this great city. That was a year ago, ladies and gentlemen. A year ago. All right.
Real quick before you go.
What's up, y'all? My bad. Had to handle some stuff in the kingdom. What up, Rashid? Yeah, so we went from this, right? We went from this a year ago. We went from this to this. Right? Pro Bowler. Okay? That we ain't done. We ain't done. I'll let y'all heard that. Let me let y'all hear this again.
Throw the DB, Say hi, John Topi. John Topi. John, that's all I heard right there.
Look how popular he is, by the way. Look how popular he is. Right? Now we got some more stuff that we need to talk about. Let me go back to bookmark. Right? We had that. We have a pattern that I didn't even know about. Hold on. God damn it. Here it is. There's that. Hold on. Bingo. Bingo. Got it. Look at this pattern, y'all. Look at this pattern. Listen.
Last 4 years been Super Bowl, Pro Bowl, Super Bowl, Pro Bowl. What's next year gonna look like?
I love for the pattern to repeat itself. You know, it takes a lot of work and a lot of time, but you know, we're enjoying this time right now before we even get to that point. We know what the end goal is all the time.
Last 4 years, Super Bowl, Pro Bowl, Super Bowl, Pro Bowl. Look at that. And then, of course, there's this right here.
What does it mean to you to have this position as a black quarterback?
Something you have a lot of gratitude for, something that you have a lot of passion for. You know what you represent, and I think that all comes from knowing what's come before you. So there are a lot of greats, a lot of people like me that have had opportunities and have not had opportunities that I do it for. And so I know I represent a large group of people, and I carry that with me every day.
Now, there are a lot of college players that look up to you. What would you say that they need to do to be able to play the position that you play every single day?
It starts with the effort, starts with the work, being clear, having a clear mindset on what you want to accomplish, and then putting in the time, the energy, the long nights, the early mornings to go out there and do it. You know, you're always going to be a product of your preparation, and sometimes you have moments where it goes the way you want, and sometimes you have moments where you have to go back to the drawing board and put even more work in. So I say that.
Now, earlier you mentioned grace. What are some of the grace that you looked up to when you were trying to get to this moment today?
I mean, the older I got, I began to have a different perspective, or I guess a more broader view on it. So going back to Randall Cunningham and what he was for the position, Michael Vick, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Steve Young, I mean, I'm still always digging, still always trying to learn as much as I can from those guys, but they definitely have an ongoing impact on me.
Sorry.
I'm doing good, Rashid. So he doing all of this, right? He's doing all of this, right? All of this at the Pro Bowl. All of that at the Pro Bowl. But a year ago, he was fighting for the Super Bowl. What I'm trying to say, Eagles Nation, is this. A lot can happen in a year. A lot can happen within a year. What I rock the artist. A lot can happen in a year. A lot. I just showed you 3 clips of Jalen freaking Hurts at the Pro Bowl right now. But a year ago, he was getting ready for opening night of the Super Bowl. Y'all see what I'm saying? A lot. And I do mean that lightly. A lot can happen within a year. A lot. Right. And it's sad. It's sad because a year ago, we was celebrating getting in the Super Bowl and get ready to we was getting ready, right? And now look. We're talking about Pro Bowls, y'all. We're talking about the Pro Bowl. And not only that, this is the last time that I get to say reigning, defending, undisputed NFL Super Bowl champions of the world. Last time I get to say Jalen freaking Hurts, reigning, defending Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP. Now, you can't take that away from him. You can't. But he's not playing. He's not playing in this game. The Seahawks is. The Patriots is. Meanwhile, meanwhile, let me show you. Okay? Let me show y'all. Get the king out of here. What Jalen freaking Hurts is doing. You too. Sorry. That's what Jalen's doing at the Pro Bowl. That's what Jalen Hurts is doing in the Pro Bowl. This. Let me get the video right. This is what Jalen's doing. Right here. This right here is what your quarterback's doing. He's at a Pro Bowl. Now, am I mad about it? No. I'm happy he's at the Pro Bowl. I'm happy. Right? I'm not mad that my boy's at the Pro Bowl. He deserves every right to be here. Don't let nobody tell you different. He deserves the right to be at the Pro Bowl with the rest of the team. 1,000%. But this is what I mean when I say a lot can happen in a year. Anything can happen in a year. Right? This is what I mean. Last year, he wasn't at the Pro Bowl. He was getting ready for Super Bowl night, opening night. Getting ready to play in his second Super Bowl and bring that Lombardi trophy to Philly. That's what he was doing, though, this week, this past year. This time today, last year, Jalen freaking Hurts was getting ready for Super Bowl night. I should have went live that day, but Birds of Broad Street was calling. You know? Right? Jalen was getting ready for Super Bowl night. I was with Stu, Smitty, and Trey for Birds of Broad Street. Right? A year later, there's no Super Bowl opening night for the Eagles or Jalen. Jalen is not in San Fran. He's in Florida in the Pro Bowl. They can't take away the Super Bowl MVP. They can't take away the Super Bowl away from Jalen. But either Seattle or the Patriots will be Super Bowl champs. Either Sam Darnold or Drake May will be Super Bowl MVP. Either the Seahawks or the Patriots will bring the Lombardi trophy to either Seattle or New England or Boston. And it's upsetting because I want this guy to not be there. I wanted him to be in San Fran. Now, you can blame him. You can blame Nick. You can blame this person. You can blame that person. I don't mind. But he's in the Pro Bowl. So yeah, I'm mad. I'm upset. Because, what up, Big Zach? Because this is the last week. The last week we can say that this man is a reigning, defending, undisputed NFL Super Bowl champion of the world. That this man is a Super Bowl MVP. We can still say it, but now he ain't the reigning, defending. You know? It'll either be Seattle or New England. And while they all is having their Super Bowl opening night, shout out to Simone She there. Shout out to Sis. So if you're wondering why Moan ain't going to be on BOBS tonight, she's at San Fran. Covering Seattle and Boston. New England. And while all that's going on in San Fran, and I'm glad he's having fun. That's the one thing. I want Jalen after this. Whatchamacallit of a season. Have yourself some fun, Jalen. He's in the Pro Bowl. With Dak Prescott and Jared Goff. YouTube. Y'all see what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm happy for this man. He has every right to be there. He deserves to be there. Shout out to Zay. Hey, what up? So, but let me be clear. I'm not mad that Jalen's at a Pro Bowl. I'm not. I'm happy he's there. Right? I'm happy he's there. I'm not mad that he's there. I'm not. Tomorrow. Okay, let me be very clear. I'm not mad that Jalen is at the Pro Bowl. I'm not. The thing that I'm mad about, the thing that I'm upset about is a year ago, he wasn't at no Pro Bowl. He was in New Orleans. You know? He was in New Orleans. Something like that. Probably something like that. A year ago, he was in New Orleans. That was a year ago, ladies and gentlemen. He was in New Orleans. And instead, he's in a Pro Bowl. Which I'm okay with. I'm happy that he's in the Pro Bowl. I'm not mad that he's not at a Pro Bowl. Okay, I'm not. I'm happy that he's in the Pro Bowl. What I'm upset about is a year ago, he wasn't at a Pro Bowl. He was in a Super Bowl. You see what I mean? That is what I mean, ladies and gentlemen. He was not in no Pro Bowl last year. In the first time we faced the Chiefs, he was not in no Pro Bowl. He was in the Super Bowl. You see what I mean? My disappointment is he's in the Pro Bowl. This is my big disappointment, okay? He's not in the Super Bowl this year. He's in the Pro Bowl. Sam Darnold is in the Pro Bowl. In the Super Bowl. Drake May is in the Super Bowl. One of them is going to be champions. One of them is going to be MVP. One of them is going to be the new flavor of the month for the Stephen A's and the Collins and the this and the that. And then they'll do what they do and downplay this guy. That's my only issue. That's it. Jalen's not in the Super Bowl. He's not fighting for the Super Bowl. This is his last week. What up, Chad? This is his last week as Super Bowl champion and Super Bowl MVP. It will either be the Seahawks or the Patriots. And my boys in the Pro Bowl. Talking to Care Bear from Speakeasy. I'll make it simple for y'all, okay? Where's my photo? Where's my baby? We went from this to this. This to this. A year ago, today, we was getting ready to fight for this. Now we're this. A year ago, we... Y'all see what I'm saying? From this to this. From this to this. Around this time last year, and that's what I'm saying. And now people questioning him. People say he ain't going to last. People saying this, that, and the other. We trying to run this man out of town. And that's all I'm saying. That's it. That's it. That is the only thing that I'm mad about. The fact that instead of being in the Super Bowl, he's And that's all I'm saying. That's it. Like, I'm happy. Like, I'm not mad at all. I just wish he was in the Super Bowl. That's it. That's it. That's why I was upset on Cool Cat Mitch. That's why I'm going to be upset on Birds of Broad Street, and why I'm going to be upset all week. Because my boy is in the Pro Bowl, getting ready for Pro Bowl games, and about a year from ago, he was gearing up for the Super Bowl. And that's all I'm saying. And that's upsetting because I already know what's going to happen on the offseason. People going to question him, say he this, that, the other thing. He should not be in the Pro Bowl, is what I'm saying. He should not be there. He should not be there. He should. This right here. Let me show y'all the video again. Look at this. Look at him in the Pro Bowl. Look at him having a good time. Having a good time. Look at him with the people. Look at him with the people. Yeah, he's having himself a good time. Having himself a good time. I got no problem with having himself a good time. None. I just wish he had a good time in San Fran. That's all. So, yeah, I know we will be back. And I know we'll be back. I know we'll be back. It's just crazy that a year ago, Rock the Artist, we was talking about this man in the Super. This man a year ago we was talking about Super Bowl night. A year ago we was previewing having the final BOBS and Cool Cat match before the Super Bowl. Right? This was a year ago. And now 1 year later. Actually, hold on. Wait. Let me say something. Let me prove my point. A year ago, All right, here, there you go. Yep. My bad. No, my bad. A year ago today, we were sending them off to New Orleans. We were sending Jalen and the Birds off to New Orleans. They was leaving the link, getting on a plane. A year ago. They was getting on a plane to New Orleans a year ago. Tomorrow, a year ago, tomorrow will be Super Bowl opening night with the Chiefs and the Eagles. But I believe we'll be back. That's the big point of all this. Let me get this off. I believe we'll be back. As down as I am. As down as I am. I believe we'll be back. I believe you can't knock this man off his crown. You can't knock him off. He still sits on the throne. I believe we will be back. I believe it, damn it. We will be back. I believe. I believe. I believe it. I believe we'll be back. To Seattle, to the Patriots, enjoy. Right? To everybody that's laughing and joking and giggling at my quarterback's expense, enjoy. But remember, we'll be back. We will be back. Laugh now, but some of y'all gonna cry. Some of you sons are gonna be in tears. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Just remember, last year I had the last laugh. Yeah. But it's okay. Let them laugh. Let them have their jokes. Let them hee. I'll be back. We'll be back. We will be back. Oh, yes, we will. Mm-hmm. We'll be back. Look, I'm glad you said that. I don't worry about the Cowgirls. Of course they're laughing. Let them laugh. Let them enjoy their fun. Let them. They wasn't here a year ago. A year ago, I was laughing to the bank. When my let me show you this. Hold on, excuse me, Jalen. You see, Rock the Artist, as you can see by this room, A year ago, I was laughing to the bank. YouTube. A year ago, I was laughing to the bank. Yeah, I was. I was laughing straight to the mother trucking bank a year ago. So let them have their fun. Let them have their laugh. You wanted? They wasn't laughing last year when my boy got this done. They wasn't laughing last year. They all ran and hide the second this happened. The second this happened, they all ran and hide. So it's okay. Let them laugh. Let them hee hee. That's all I'm going to say. A year ago, I couldn't find them. Hold on, let me. No. Yeah. Yeah, much better. Much better. A year ago. How about a year ago? A year ago. And where was they? Where was they a year ago? Where was they a year ago? E-Money. Where was they a year ago? Where was they sons of bitches a year ago? Where was they? Oh, they think it's funny now that my boy's in a Pro Bowl doing flag football. Right? They think it's so funny. They laughing straight to the bank. But about a year ago, where they was at? I'm waiting for an answer. A year ago. No one wants to tell me? Nobody want to tell me? Nobody. Where was you sons of? Because I had what was that? I had an acknowledgement ceremony a year ago. Nobody showed up. But it's cool. Let them laugh. Let them joke. Let them have their fun. Let them have their fun. Let them. Let them have their fun. Let them have their giggles. Let them. Because last time, because when I was looking for y'all last year, I couldn't find some of y'all. Hell, actually, let me go back to my acknowledgement ceremony from last year. Right. Because I want to know how many of y'all was in there. I want to know. Let me go back to history. All right. Let me go to history. When we won the Super Bowl. Because I want to know. I want to know how many of you sons of bitches was in the live stream when we had my Jalen Hurts acknowledgement ceremony. It was a lie, y'all. All right, I just want to make sure. All I'm going to say in closing is this. To all you people out there, right? Enjoy your laugh. Enjoy your fun. Enjoy your giggles. Enjoy it. Because a year ago, when it comes to sons of you bitches, I couldn't find none of y'all. At all. Not one of y'all. Some of y'all was in the acknowledgement ceremony. Big Simba was there. Rock the Artist was there. Some of y'all was there. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So I wish I could stay here long, but I gotta get ready for Birds Broad Street. You know? I don't know if I'm gonna watch Super Bowl night, opening night. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah. Super Bowl night tonight will be great, but it won't be better than last year. And that's all I got to say about that. So with that being said, enjoy your Super Bowl opening night. Enjoy the Super Bowl glitz and glamour. But just know Jalen freaking Hurts will be waiting. And we will be back. So rock your Eagles Super Bowl championship gear this week, Eagles Nation. Because after this, everyone is 0-0. Fly, Eagles, fly. Go Birds. And don't forget to leave out here and
Acknowledge me!
exactly. So Jalen, you want to shine the trophies up? Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get the polisher, okay? We need to get the polisher. All right? Yeah. I better go get the polisher too because I don't want that trophy to be dusty like the Dallas Cowboys. Jalen, where's the polisher?